Shalom Akim. First and foremost, as always, I want to give all the praises, honor, and the glory unto Yahawah, Bahashim YAHAWASHI, Bahashim Rakah Kodash. The honors to the apostles and to the elders of Great Millstone, GMS who taught me this truth. Honors to the brethren in the Akim that is pushing out this truth with all sincerity and in faith. And to Wadi Yahawah Bahashim YAHAWASHI for allowing me once again to come back with another lesson. And the title of this lesson is simply going to be God or power, because that's what that word means. God means power. It says the God of Jacob, defend thee. Now, before I proceed, I'm just going to check the live real fast. All right. Okay, that was clean. So it's up and going. Once again, title of this lesson, the God of Jacob, defend thee. Okay. And I have a couple things pulled up here from, brothers throwing certain things out in the thread and whatnot. And, just reading certain of these things and, what they could lead to, what they most likely, Lord's will lead to, which is just things popping off, things just, as you would say, falling apart for this place. Now, one of the things that got me was this one. And there's another one as well here, and most likely these are a lot of most of these 40,000 truckers, right? They got to be Edomites, if not, most likely are. But it says 40,000 truckers depart Virginia en route to the southern border, because we have all those, those migrants that are making their way over. And there's dozens, tons of them. But here it says, where was it? I guess we'll just start from the top, I guess. Now it says the convoy is heading toward the southern border with plans relies at major border entry points, including San Ysidro, California, Eagle Pass, Texas, Yuma in Arizona, which that's where I'm at. And it says, and I'll say this, man, the devils that are around me, man, they don't give a goddamn. A lot of these, especially like where I'm at, they'll be straight up with you, and they don't really like, so-called blacks or Latinos, and especially there's certain natives out here on these reservations, man, and they are wild, and and even them they don't like, and that's just the spirit of Esau, the hating his brother. Nothing's ever changed. But it says in the group plans to traverse the southern east United States before joining the protesters in Texas this weekend. Organizer and leader practitioner John Hengens has expressed his antagonist preparation for this event. Starting, I'm hearing 40,000 truckers coming from all over the country and Canada. I didn't even know that one. And it says, in these statements underline widespread support this movement has garnered within the trucking community, which, when you think about a trucker, you think about Edomites, you know what I mean? I mean, you got certain jakes that be doing those kind of jobs too, but mainly, it's them damn devils. See, and this here's, and see, and they're demanding a more, stronger, border security. And if it happens to where, those people that are in charge of doing those jobs, like protecting the border and so on and so forth, and they don't do it, these rebellious people are going to do it themselves, and this goes back to the book of, matter of fact, let me grab the precept. This is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 15, and we'll start at verse verse 15, and it says, "For the sword," and it says, let me start at 14. "Woe unto them, woe unto the world, and to them that dwell therein." It says, "For the sword and the destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands." And what's the modern day sword? Them guns, you know. And it says, "For there shall be sedition among them," meaning sedition is a rebellion. And we already know that these Babylonians are highly rebellious.
Here's the definition of sedition: conduct or speech inciting people to rebel against the authority of a state or monarch.
And those Texan, those everyday people that live in Texas, man, they'll do that in a heartbeat. They got the guns, they got the bullets to do so, you know. And that very may well happen. And that scene there, that'll be you know, that would lead to these, you know, the great, or not the great, but the good headline that we've been seeing around, you know, civil war, man. You know, war and wars and rumors of wars. You know, that there's, you know, scriptures talk about that, and that there's one of a war or a rumor of war that most likely will take place. Okay, and Lord's will it does. Now it says, "For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another, and they shall not regard their kings nor princes," which are these what? Certain governors, senators, you know, these cities and towns and states. "In the course of the action shall stand in their power." See? So they're going to be able to do what they want. And it says, "And a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able," because there's going to be martial law any day, any moment. You know, these things could very well unfold and be at full force. You know, quickly happening. You know, state of emergency. You know, we need the National Guard or some shit. You know what I mean? You know, it's gonna something's gonna give. Something's gonna have to give. You know, and see, it's the Most High. His scheduling for things are perfect. You know, Most High, he has it to where, look at this certain thing's gonna happen, and then this is gonna lead to that. You know, the Most High, he is the ultimate orchestrator, man. Great director, the greatest director of all time. Okay, and this is his movie. And that scene that we're all waiting for, you know, when you watch your good movie and you're like, oh man, you know, that scene's coming up, bro. It's gonna be tight, man. Well, we're waiting for that scene, and that scene is gonna be, you know, coming soon. You know? And it's a beautiful time to be alive, you know, because we're living and we're seeing and experiencing the last days. Now, coming back to we can drop that one, and we'll go to this one. Now, this one says, this is from the U.S. Civil Defense News update. The U.S. will need 500,000 troops to occupy and hold Iran. See, and then this is going to lead to what? Small, or maybe not even small, because 500,000, you know, that's not a small number of troops. It's quite a bit of people. And you Babylonians, you're gonna be the ones getting drafted, man. You know, into this. Maybe a lot of a good majority of you Israelites are gonna be headed over there. All right, they're gonna pack you up like how you see like all these people right here, like sardines, and they're gonna send your ass over there. And really, they're sending your ass over there to just die, okay? Because that's what's gonna happen, okay? You know, and you know, these are all beautiful things, man. These are things in which we've been watching and waiting for, and they're here, you know. And you know, I was just reading all these things, and then you know, people that lack faith, or you know, just may not have as much hope, you know, because we tell you, look, these things are coming. You know, these troubles are upon us. You know, some people may ask, like, what are you gonna do? You know, because we're calm, collective when we talk of these things, and when we speak of these things, whether we're out and about, you know, on the highways and hedges, on certain lessons as we do. Some people have questions like, why are you so calm? Like, what are you gonna be doing in these last days? How are you gonna how are you gonna make it? And it is gonna be our power, Yahawah Shai, that's gonna defend us. He's gonna take care of us. On all these things, and these are just certain topics of many. This is just two topics of many. And the Most High is going to be bringing more of these things, and it is going to be He that protects us. It's going to be Him that defends us. He will be our help. He's going to be our shield. In these times. And if He needs to have to, or if needs be, okay. Salakia. If needs be, the Most High, He can very well lift up a standard. Give us certain power that we may need to escape certain situations that may or may not befall us in these last days. This is the book of Isaiah 59 and 19. So shall they that fear the name of the Lord from the west, and His glory from the rising of the sun, when the enemy shall come in like a flood, which is Esau Edom, and we know that he's going to come down. Scriptures talk about how the devil shall come unto you having great wrath, because he knows that he has but a short time. And this devil knows he's but this is Revelation 12 and 11. And they came over by him by the Islakim. And it says, and they overcame him by the blood of the Lamb. Now they is the elect. The blood of the Lamb is YAHAWASHI. And it says, and by the word of their testimony, they loved not their lives unto the death, because he that seeketh to save his life shall lose it. But he that loses his life for my sake shall find it. And you read about that in the book of Luke 17 and 31, 33. And it says, whoso shall seek to save his life shall lose it, and whosoever shall lose his life shall preserve it. And that's another precept comes to mind, to strive for the truth unto the death, so that our power can fight for us. Ecclesiasticus 4 and 28, strive for the truth unto death, and the Lord shall fight for thee. And that's who's going to fight for us. And that's all who we need, man. We don't need nothing else but the Most High, YAHAWASHI, man. Because he, as Psalms 91, it says, he shall give his angels charge over thee, to keep thee in all thy ways, lest thou dash thy foot against a stone. It isn't coming, it's here. And that, these things in which we read, man, they're here. It's here. Now, coming back here, it says, Psalms or Isaiah 59 and 19. So shall they that fear the name of the Lord from the west, and His glory from the rising of the sun. And when the enemy shall come in like a flood, the Spirit of the Lord Yahawah shall raise up a standard against him. And that's right. And then it says, and the Redeemer shall come to Zion, and unto them that turn from their transgression in Jacob, saith the Lord. And the only ones that are gonna turn from transgression is the elect. That's it. Okay. And it says, and as for me, this is my covenant with them, saith the Lord. My spirit that is upon thee, and my word which I have put in thy mouth shall not depart from thy mouth, nor from the mouth of thy seed, nor out of the mouth of thy seed, saith the Lord, from henceforth and forever. See? So Most High, He's going to be with us, man. He's going to take care of his friends. And that's what we hope and pray we're a part of. And that's what we're going to be called upon too, man. In these last times, these last days. Proverbs 18 and 10. The name of the Lord Yahawah is a strong tower. The righteous runneth into it and is safe. And that's the names that we're going to call upon. Yahweh and his son Yahawashi, Yahawah Bahashim Yahawashi. Okay? Alright, and you other, knuckleheads out there, man, if you keep on calling upon Christ, man, hey, though that God isn't going to save you, right? Calling upon Christ, man. I still, it really, it's almost unbelievable that that certain men would think that's okay. Like, my man, that's who we used to call upon in the world, man. And that nigga didn't do nothing for us ever. Alright? Alright, Jesus ain't never helped you, son. Alright, but I'll tell you this, man. From knowing the names of YAHAWASHI and turning back unto him and serving him, he has shown myself, and I'm sure you brothers can testify this yourselves as well. He's shown me many signs along the way. I'll say that, and that's undeniable. He is undeniable. Okay. Again, like I said, coming into this fold, knowing the Lord, knowing His name, knowing His will, and doing His will to the best of my ability. With my little time that I have had in this faith, He has shown me many signs, to the point where there's times where, certain things that happen that, in my mind at least, I would have thought it would never work out, but it did. And it was YAHAWASHI that made it happen. Also through me going through my prayer and supplication and asking Him for help. And that's the thing, man. There is power behind those names. There's no power in Jesus, right? There's no power in Christ, right? True name is Yahweh, and the Son's name is Yahawashi, man. And if you don't believe it, then you can just go right down, do amen. Just go fly a kite somewhere, okay? Because that's what we're gonna call upon. Okay, we ain't gonna be calling upon no motherfucking, and I said it, motherfucking, all right, motherfucking Christ. We ain't gonna be calling upon Christ. Now it says here, this is the title of this lesson. Right here, this is Psalms 20 and 1 to the chief musician, a psalm of David. The Lord hear thee in the day of trouble, and we're in these days. In the name of the Lord, power of Jacob, defend thee. All right, and who's the God of Jacob? YAHAWASHI, man. Now it says, send thee help from thy sanctuary, strengthen thee out of Zion. Remember thy offerings and accept thy burnt offerings, Selah. And it says, and grant thee according to thine own heart, and fulfill all thy counsel. And we will rejoice in the salvation, and in the name of our power will we set up our banners. And the Lord Yahweh will fulfill all thy petitions. See? And it says, now know I that the Lord saveth his anointed, who is his anointed, the elect, and he will hear him from his holy heaven with the saving strength of his right hand. And that's how the Most High is going to deliver his people. All right. He said in 2 Ezra 15, I will stretch out but I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm, and smite Egypt with plagues as before, and will destroy all the land thereof. And that time is upon us. That great exodus in which happened is going to happen yet again. Some trust in chariots and some in horses, but we will remember the name of our Lord YAHAWASHI. They are brought down and fallen, but we are risen and stand upright. And that's the time that we're in, where this place is going down, and the chosen, the anointed of YAHAWASHI, the house of David, being risen up once again. Save, Lord, let the King hear us when we call, and we're going to call upon YAHAWASHI in these days, in these times. Why? Because of what cometh, from whence cometh our help? Our help coming from above, man, from the Most High, YAHAWASHI. Just like in the book of Exodus, where, because we're crying, man, and my mind's been kind of on this precept, because just as the children of Israel cried then, we mourn now as still. And that time, the Most High, He's gonna bring us out of this bondage in which we were made to serve. Our sentence, our timeout, our punishment is almost up. Now this is Exodus 2:23, and it came to pass in the process of time that the king of Egypt died, and the children of Israel sighed by reason of the bondage, and they cried, and we cry, and their cry came up unto the power by reason of the bondage, and Yahweh heard their groaning, and the Most High remembered his covenant with Abraham and Isaac and with Jacob, and the Most High looked upon the children of Israel and had respect unto them. See, but this time he's only looking and has his eyes upon his elect, his anointed, on which he's going to save from the four winds, from one in the verse into the other. Right. But just something that was just on my spirit, man. Bring forth the Most High. He's going to bring our help. And that's all the help that we're going to need is our power, Yahawah. YAHAWASHI. Matter of fact, I'll end it off on this one. This is Psalms 121 and verse 1. It says, a song of decrees. I will lift up my eyes into the hills, from whence cometh my help. My help cometh from the Lord which made heaven and earth. He will not He will not suffer thy foot to be moved, and he that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Israel shall neither slumber nor sleep. The Lord is thy keeper. See? The Lord is thy shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil. All, meaning everything. Whatever it may be, no matter how small or great it is. He shall preserve thy soul. The Lord shall preserve thy going out and thy coming in from this time forth and even forevermore. And this is our faith. We read this and see, this is what keeps us going, man. Knowing that when the time of trouble comes, that the Most High, he's going to preserve us. He's going to be with us. He's going to fight for us. But I'm going to go ahead and end it here to the Spirit. Just a quick little lesson that was on my mind. I pray and hope that this lesson was edifying, exhorting, and comforting. And as always, I want to give all praises, honor, and the glory unto Yahawah, Bahashim, Yahawashi, Bahashim Rakak Wadash. And it is on to the next one. Shalom.